Please remain silent.
And rejoicing to thee, who art in thee. Shout thy name from the mountains and sea, who art in thee. Raise our voices and proclaim, who art in thee. Now we thanks to the Lord above, for his kindness is rich from the love, for his hand of our fathers so free. Who art in thee. We're living and we're free. Who art in thee.
Please remain standing. I will now call upon Reverend Father Patrick McIndoe, who will offer the prayer.
Successful completion of this study. Bless us, Lord, our holy God, and bless all the professors and lecturers who have assisted in educating the students who graduate today, and family members who have supported the graduates in their studies, and especially fill the graduates with a spirit of kindness and service, so that those who celebrate this day of graduation may go from here renewed in spirit to devote their efforts to the service of our country, our Lord.
Thank you, Reverend Father Patrick McIndoe, for the prayer. Please be seated. On behalf of the IBS management, staff and students, I welcome the chief guest, Mr. Michael O'Neill. Also, I would like to welcome our other special guests, our old students, Honorable Minister for Labor and Industrial Relations, Mr. Mark Mantecat. In spite of all this schedule, thank you for accepting our invitation to be our special guest for the 9th IBS graduation ceremony. I welcome you, sir. I welcome our director. I welcome you, Mr. Mantecat. I welcome Ms. Aileen Emma, Head School of Business. I welcome you, Ms. Aileen. I welcome Mr. Randall Carrera. I welcome the other members of faculty, the support staff, the parents, the sponsors, our invited guests, the media, the students of IBS, the well-wishers, and most importantly, the graduates of the 9th graduation ceremony. I welcome you one and all. Now we are moving to the next agenda to give the director's address. I invite Mr. Nick Naddis to give his director's address.
The Honorable Deputy Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Dr. Timo, the Minister for Labour and Industry Relations, and the two other ministers, they are here. One of them, Jordan Rama, the Minister for Forestry, and invited guests sponsors, relatives, graduates, staff and management of Institute of Business Studies. As you all know, today is a very important day for all of us. Because this last year we have very hard, worked hard, that is you as graduates and us as an institution of business studies, our lecturers, our support staff, and also not forgetting the sponsors, that is including the parents. We have been waiting for this to come for the last so many months. And today is your day, you graduates, and we hope that you will create an important day from now on. 2007 has been a very important year for Institute of Business Studies. Institute of Business Studies has been accredited as an institution of higher education as per the Act 1983. This has eventuated after 9 years of hard work as well as persuasion. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Minister for Labour and Industrial Relations. Then he was in his last government as a Minister for Higher Education. He was actually playing an important role to push IBS to be recognized as an institution of higher education in this country. Thank you. And I am sure that the Higher Education Minister, Mr. Michael Hobio, will continue to provide the higher education institutions the necessary support they need. This year, early January, we have actually successful in opening our career center, which has been in the shell for a number of years. What you see at the back is our career center, where we actually put through our graduates through the virtual office situation, which will actually give us a cutting edge to our graduates at workplace. What this means is that we put through them about 4 to 6 weeks training in accounting, business, as well as in computing, so that they get trained over here in a virtual office situation, so when they go and employed in an organization, they can produce from day one. This is actually differentiate IBS from any other institution. It is my belief that no other academic institution does a professional career center like we do. In June this year, we are planning to launch the IBS Center of Excellence in Leadership and Management. And I am sure we will have all the ministers and other business houses over here to witness that. In this Center of Excellence, we have been running the last 5 years the team building program. This is an outbound team building based on experiential learning, based on research materials, and we have been very successful in conducting the program for the last 5 years. And today we can boast that about 560 participants going through this program, and I proudly announce that this is the only single program where more than 500 people going through. Not only we actually do things at IBS, but also we felt that we should do something for computer graduates in order to fulfill their desires, that is future career. We have actually incorporated PNG Computer Society in 2006, and last year we successfully conducted 2 seminars. And it is our plan to conduct more than that this year, and we have already got sponsors in place to do that. This one will actually give all the computer professionals in Papanagiri a mother body to monitor their activities as well as concentrate on their career development. Year 2007 has been another challenging year for IBS as much as for you as sponsors and parents. The economy under the present government continued to develop since the last government, and I am proud to have few ministers visitors over here representing that down the road. And I'm sure that the economy will continue to grow, and as you would probably have witnessed, a lot of buildings coming up in Port Moresby, and even if you go to your where you come from actually, other cities as well as the villages, there are a lot of development taking place. Last year, about 879 students chose IBS for their higher education. Of that, today we have 260 students graduating today. Although employment opportunities are still limited, about 72 students found employment, mainly from certificate courses. I'd like to mention that our accounting graduates as well as computer graduates, before they pass out, they get employed. We were able to provide about 75 students some form of job training through our parents in developing the human resources for our country. This year, of course, with this career center, we would be able to provide job training for a lot of graduates. As you all know that IBS is proud to have partnership with 2 universities, mainly 3 universities actually, I should say, University of Papua New Guinea, Southern Cross University, and Deakin University, and the Australian Computer Society. With this partnership, IBS is strategically marching towards its vision to be the best educational, training, and research institution in the South Pacific Island region. Indeed, IBS, with its international partners, excellent teaching faculty, support staff, and the facilities, is comfortably positioned to be the leader in business education. In fact, we are creating a world-class institution in Papua New Guinea. We obviously differ from our universities, affiliated universities, in one important way. In the universities, you had to enter that and do your courses over 3 years or 4 years period. In our case, actually, not all of our students actually on full time. They actually come part-time, and that's the very reason that not very many people are graduating. This is an important thing. We are considering our economic situation as well as financial affordability of our people. We are actually accommodating them, understanding their needs. Highlights of the graduations are 3 graduates will be receiving MBA award from the Deakin University today. And 2 graduates will be receiving Bachelor of Business, one in accounting specialization, other one in computer specialization. 12 students will be receiving associate degree in business under the franchise agreement with the Southern Cross University. 35 students, again under the franchise of the Southern Cross University, will be receiving their diploma in information technology based on the SEU syllabus. 35 students will be receiving the diploma in information technology based on the Australian Computer Society syllabus. 1 student will be receiving ACS examination in information technology certificate. 175 students will be receiving certificate in accounting and computing awards. We have produced 3 international rankings in the examination of information technology of the Australian Computer Society in 2007. In total, so far since inception in 2003, we have actually produced 37 international rankings. The examination is conducted in Australia, India, Sri Lanka, Singapore, Hong Kong, Solomon Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Our students are outperforming the students from other countries year after year. Now we come to our social responsibilities. As you probably heard, that nowadays the organization, business organization, they do a 3-line reporting. 1 line reporting actually provide the best to the stakeholders, that is shareholders, and then the employee benefits, and the third one is to provide quality product. In our case, actually, we're proud to say that we continue to provide quality education. That's why the business organization, both in the government as well as the private sector, seek our graduates ahead of other graduates. Now, we come to the social responsibilities. As a good corporate citizen, we have awarded 275 scholarships in 2006-07 to financially disadvantaged students worth 439,000 Kina. I am sure a number of them are actually graduating today. We continue to support PNG Sports Federation as a corporate sponsor. They call IBS as a silver sponsor because we provide more than 50,000 Kina. Last year we provided 62,000 Kina for the sports development of our young sportsmen. We also contributed towards the development of Papua New Guinea cricket, Port Moresby General Hospital, and PNG Red Cross Society by sponsoring Miss IBS for Miss PNG Quest. The reason why we have partnership with UPNG and Southern Cross is that we have to cater for two levels income earners. The low-level income earners, those who cannot spend too much money on their children's education, will choose the UPNG program. Those who have a little bit of more money, they will choose the Southern Cross degree program, where the degree is recognized not only in Papua New Guinea and Australia, but also throughout the world. More importantly, our partners continue to update their syllabuses on a yearly basis, and this gives a cutting-edge advantage to our graduates. We continue to receive feedback from the business houses, and we continue to have dialogue with the business houses so that we continue to provide what is required over there in the business arena. I take this opportunity to thank the sponsors, parents for their invaluable support they have been giving to IBS over the last 18 years to make what IBS is today. With your support and good wishes, we are confident that we will take IBS to be the best educational training and research institution in our region with the university status in the near future. We can assure you, all your children and your staff members will continue to receive the best education and training that will place them ahead of others in the marketplace and thus give them better opportunities to enhance their career development as well as contribute towards the development of their organization for the years to come. For the graduates today, shortly you will be receiving your awards. Your award is only a means to get somewhere and not an end in itself. You may use it to educate further or find an employment or to be independent to carry out economic activities to be self-supporting. I mentioned to you that Papua New Guinea in the start of the business boom, and as you all know that there are a lot of foreigners coming over here expecting to reap a lot of benefits, and I am sure that we as Papua New Guineans should have faith and confidence in our own country, so don't stop actually looking for a job, start your own business. I would like to actually remind you at this juncture that Bill Gates, as you all know, that Microsoft giant, the number 2 rich man in the world, is lately last year, I think, one Indian businessman took over the number 1 position. So he's number 2 rich man. He was a school dropout. In fact, actually, while he was studying, he wanted to actually do some programming for some other organization. What happened actually, he started his business venture in his garage, and he didn't completely study then. Of course, now the history shows that the Bill Gates is number 2 richest man in the world. I would like to say another man, Sir Richard Branson, the Virgin Airline owner. He was a school dropout, and he started some magazine and the music shop and started an airline, and rest is a history. And why can't we actually be one of Richard Branson or Bill Gates? I'm sure we will find someone over here who can do those wonders as much as the others can do it. If we can beat 5 other nations in our Australian Computer Society examination, I am sure that we got some talent over here in PNG. We had to only tap it and motivate it to happen. Before I leave, I want all of you to rise and turn around. All the graduates, please rise. Turn around wherever your parents are or sponsors are and say a big thank you for bringing you guys to this stage of receiving your graduation certificate. Let me hear a big thank you, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, please seated. Lastly, I thank the IBS team. I would like to call it the best team in the country, developing a world-class institution. That is our vision. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Nader. The next part of the program is the graduation address. I invite our chief guest, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Puka Cameron, to address the graduates.
Thank you, Mr. of Ceremonies, Director Midnaris and the Deputy Director of the Institute of Business Studies, plus all the lecturers. I also wish to acknowledge my colleague ministers that are here, the Honorable Mark Maipakai, Minister for Industrial Relations, the Honorable Golden Nama, Minister for Forest. So I understand is graduate of this institution as well. So Honorable Golden Nama is now part of this institution. The Honorable Governor for East Shipping, the Honorable Peter Wallaru is also here. But most important people this afternoon, I want to acknowledge all the graduates. Those of you who have successfully completed your various programs during your studies here at this important institution. All the graduates, let me on behalf of the government offer you our congratulations. Well done. You deserve a celebration this afternoon. I want to say thank you to Director for IBS, Mr. Nader and staff and students for giving me the opportunity to speak at this important occasion, the announced graduation after the completion of our successful academic year in 2007. I take this opportunity on behalf of the government to thank the Institution of Business Studies for providing a variety of certificates, diplomas, and degree courses, and recently master's programs in the fields of accounting, business, computing, especially to many school leavers who also missed out in other opportunities, but for this institution to make available another opportunity to Papua New Guinea to achieve different levels and standards of education which this important institution now offers. Very very special training programs. And once again, thank you for the invitation and congratulations, Mr. Nader and your team of hardworking lecturers for a good well done once again. I myself also can relate to this institution because my older son is also a graduate of this institution, and he became a professional officer with the Bank of South Pacific, and within months he was promoted and is now with the HR section of the Bank of South Pacific, our premier financial institution. So I am also very proud parent who has some linkages with this IBS, and so I will always acknowledge the contribution that IBS has made, is making, and no doubt will continue to make in the future. Whilst I have had a chance to congratulate the graduates, I also want to acknowledge the contribution of the parents, plus the sponsors, and particularly the parents. And I know these are tough times, but for all the parents and friends who have supported the graduates to achieve their dream this afternoon through this graduation ceremony, I also want to say thank you to all of you, parents in particular, for the support you have provided to your children, to the relatives that are here this afternoon. This afternoon I wish to share with you and give you an enlightenment on the direction that the country is moving right now, because those of you who are graduating today are graduating at a time when opportunities are looking bright. Not long ago, in 2002, when we came into government, the country was in some of the most difficult times. Our kina dropped to its lowest level of 18 US cents. Our interest rates went right up to above 18%. Our reserves went to the lowest, and our economy was struggling, and investors had to think twice before they started thinking of investing in Papua New Guinea. I want to say today, in 2008, the climate has completely changed around, turned around for the better. And so those of you who are graduating today with the qualifications that you need to be proud of, you are going to move out into the challenging world of workers out there and be part of builders of this great nation, Papua New Guinea. Our young country this year, on the 16th of September, will be 33 years old. We have learned a lot of lessons over the last 33 years. We have faced some natural and man-made challenges as well as a nation. Most recent one in Oro province with the flooding. We are still building institutions of state. In fact, one of the most important challenges, as well as a great opportunity for us as an independent nation, is that for all of us to collectively start building institutions of state that will stand the pressure when the nation of Papua New Guinea moves into the highly competitive global marketplace. I want to let you know that we are in the best position ever. Our exchange rate is very predictable at the moment, very, very steady at 35 US cents from 18 cents, remember. Our inflation has gone right down to less than 5%. Our economy was struggling to grow from 1997 to 2002. We were experiencing negative growth. But over the last 3 years, in particular, our country is now experiencing positive growth. So we have taken it from -1% growth in the year 2002 to right now we will be experiencing an economic growth rate of 6.6%. And that's a very, very big achievement as a young nation. I want to let you know that right now, as you will be collecting your certificates and moving into the workplace, I want to let you know that Papua New Guinea, over the next 15 years, in fact over the next 17 years, And the reason why I say 17 years is because 17 years' time we will be celebrating our 50th anniversary as an independent nation. And it is during those 17 critical years that you, seated in front of us this afternoon, will be the ones that will be shaping the future path for your lovely country. You are the ones that will go into the private sector. You are the ones that will go into the public sector. You are the ones that will go as individuals to contributing in your own way. And all of us as Papua New Guineans collectively contributing to building the nation of Papua New Guinea. What an exciting era that will be. I say exciting because right now we are now negotiating, intensely negotiating, one of the largest projects, in fact, the largest project that this country has ever undertaken. The largest project that any government since independence has ever negotiated. The liquid nitrogen gas project, LNG. The government has made a decision to commercialize our God-given vast gas resources in the Southern Highlands, Western Highlands, and Gulf Province. Commercialization of that means that we will be bringing this LNG project all the way from Southern Highlands to Port Moresby. That means that there will be lots and lots of opportunities because the total estimated cost of this LNG project is nearing 12 to 14 billion US dollars. The largest project ever. And you can imagine the opportunities that we provided for you. For example, those who are graduating with a certificate in accounting, certificate in computing, or bachelor's in accounting, bachelor's in management. Those of you will be moving into the workforce at a time when opportunities for jobs will be created because of this enormous project that will be coming on board. We will be announcing the commitment by our core joint ventures very, very soon. By the first quarter of next year, financial investment decision will be made, and we are expecting that when those commitments are made this year, very, very soon, in fact, we Papua New Guinea should have the pleasure of sending the first shipment of gas from PNG source to the Asian source by 2015. And that's not far away. When this project comes on board, you will find that we could triple or quadruple the GDP of this country. At the moment, it's around 18 billion kina. Quadrupling or tripling means we will be going up to around 40 billion GDP. And that's enormous. That will transform our country. Another opportunity that is coming on board right now, and we were discussing at the National Executive Council yesterday, was the opportunity with our father of the nation, the Grand Chief, the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, the leadership that he has provided in spearheading the argument for climate change in the world. Papua New Guinea has been acknowledged as amongst the top 3 countries in the world where we play the role of being the lungs of the earth because of our vast resources in forestry, the vastness of our forest resources throughout the country. And the developed world is now looking at and negotiating, both at the private sector and the government sector, the opportunity to create a global carbon market. That global carbon market means that we can look after our forests. We don't have to cut them down, every one of them. We can move into reforestation. We can replant the grasslands. Whilst we are doing that and maintaining a green revolution in our country, our local resource forest owners will benefit just by looking after the forests. And Prime Minister advised us yesterday that you're looking at a trade to the value of 4 billion kina for this country. The picture that I am painting, graduates, is that today as you venture into the workplace, your country through your government's leadership, through the strong leadership of the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare. We are now poised in the best position ever. But I want to remind all of us, in order to build a nation, it doesn't have to be the government alone playing the role, no. It is all of us, from the community, the parents, the private sector, the churches, the NGOs, the government, every one of us contributing to build this nation. And one of the important prerequisites for nation building is human resource development. This is why the government acknowledges the input of the Institute of Business Studies in this regard. Director, on behalf of the Prime Minister, on behalf of the government, I want to thank you in particular through your efforts and your teachers to have the vision to bring in these important institutions, which is not alone, but you manage it in such a way that you are also accredited to many of the institutions in Papua New Guinea as well as Australia. And that's something that is a very innovative, something that we believe brings a lot of credibility and a lot of pride to the Institute of Business Studies. And I am aware of your plans to expand. I want to let you know, the graduates and the teachers and parents, that the national government will very soon, during this quarter, the second quarter, we will be calling upon Mr. Nadas to present the proposal for the Institute of Business Studies to have its own legislation and to be recognized as a university. We want to offer that opportunity because we believe the Institute of Business Studies has, is, and will play a very, very important role in training many, many Papua New Guineans, both women and men, to stand in line with the others who are putting their hands up to be the cream of the nation, the best qualifications that this institution can offer, so that we can line up and put our hands up and say, me, I want to participate in building a good Papua New Guinea, a Papua New Guinea where I can be proud of. It will be an opportunity for the government to acknowledge the contribution of the Institute of Business Studies, and we will be there to support your proposal to recognize the Institute of Business Studies as one of the universities in Papua New Guinea. We look forward to the bill that will be presented on the floor of Parliament, and no doubt, because many parents have had the privilege of sending their children here. Some of us are here. Honorable Mai Pakai himself is also a student of one of your master's programs in MBA. Honorable Belen Nama is a graduate, and there are many, many of you who represent parents out there who have benefited from this important training institution. And so I look forward, young men and women, I look forward, our government look forward, as you attain and receive your certificates this afternoon, as you venture into that tough world out there. I look forward to your individual contribution to building the nation. 17 years with the picture that I have painted for you. Beautiful times ahead, times when you will be venturing, and you will be amongst the leaders that will participate when you stand up in 2025, 16th of September, calling upon the rest of Papua New Guinea to celebrate her 50th anniversary. Some of us will be not around. but I want my grandchild to be part of that celebration. He is 2 years old this year, my grandson. He'll be 27 in 2025, young man. And when he remembers the 50th anniversary, like many other grandparents, and yourselves will become parents. Some of you are already parents. But I hope that day all of us will hold our heads high, because in our own way we have contributed positively to the nation. And I think that's what the nation is looking for today. Papua New Guineans who are committed, who are selfless to participate. We can demonstrate to the world that we can do it. I believe that if we all work together under the spirit of unity, under the spirit of determination and goodwill, and positively contribute to building this nation, I want to tell you that Papua New Guinea will be the envy of many nations around our region. Because God has blessed this country beautifully. I graduated in 1976, March of 1976 at the University of Papua New Guinea. 33 years ago. So I've been working as a Papua New Guinean for the last 33 years. I am proud to say that I am making my contribution to nation building. I'm calling upon you, every Papua New Guinean, to all of us to put our hands together and we say, me too. Me by son up strong. Now committing me here to have called on your nation on building this planet, this country. I know it is not a perfect world. I wonder whether this institute could keep an inventory of every graduate that passes out from this institution and follow them up through their lifetime and to see where you have ventured into. Some of you, one of you, will become the Deputy Prime Minister of this country like I am today. Some of you will become professors. Some of you will become executive managers, chief executive officers, chief financial officers. But some of you may not achieve certain aspirations. And I want to make this point and I will sit down. The biggest difference that will determine which way you go, where we say the sky is the limit or you will disappear in the system, the only difference is attitude. And I know during your studies, the reason why you are standing here to be handed over the certificate is when you enroll in this institution, attitude loyal talk also by me studying and by me kissing. That's the type of attitude Papua New Guinea demands today. And so I welcome you aboard to the ship called Papua New Guinea. May God bless us together as we chart our way to building Papua New Guinea to be one of the best countries in the world, because some of the best institutions, as the director has said, building the Institute of Business Studies as one of the best training institutions in this region is an honorable goal. And it is such strong that the strength of such institutions, training, financial, government, the strength of such institutions, that when the crunch time comes, when the pressure is on us, when the economy is no longer vibrant, when political management and the governance issues are very worrying. It is the strength of such institutions that will prop up the nation of Papua New Guinea. And therefore I, as Deputy Prime Minister, am a strong believer in building strong institutions, be it institutions of state or institutions of the private sector. All the best with all of you. May God bless yourself and all the families, and also may God bless this particular institution, the Institution of Business Studies, and we look forward to recognizing on behalf of the government this institution when the bills finally comes to the floor of Parliament. May God bless every one of you. Thank you for the opportunity to let me speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement. The next part of the program is the inspirational speeches. I invite our special guest, Honourable Minister for Labour and Industrial Relations, Mr. Mark Matakai, to address the graduates.
Thank you. Honourable Deputy Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Honourable Pukatebo, Honourable Minister of Forest, Mr. Nama, and Governor of East Sepik, Mr. Waruru, Director of IBS, Mr. Naris, our staff of the college, parents, students, graduating students, and those relatives that have come here. I stand here as a proud graduate of this institution. IBS gave me the confidence to be a member of Parliament. IBS gave me the confidence to go to any country in the world and present my country whatever duties I perform. So, those of you graduating today, this institution is one of the best in the country. I'll touch on a bit of history. I left grade 12 around 1977. I've been on and off campus, but through this institution I graduated. And I stand as a proud graduate and a father. I had a daughter who went to the international school, completed her grade 12, got good passes, never got an offer, came through IBS. Through their program, she graduated with a diploma in commerce from university, applied, was never given space in university. So what did I do as a father? Is to dig deep into my pocket and send her to Australia. And she had no problem getting accepted in Australian Institute. She graduated with a Bachelor of Business. So those are type of personal experience I want to share. And Mr. Nadis, on behalf of myself and previous students and the government, the second by Prime Minister, I wish to congratulate your institution for getting the accreditation as a university. And I will stand, I can raise my hand today to say that I will support the bill when it comes before the Parliament to convert this into a university. And I find this institution learning free, because I can see some of us, elderly people, find this institution very conducive, shall I say. And many of us have gone through this. I had to withdraw from masters because of workload. But that does not stop me. I think I still have a chance of coming back. But let me say here, I stand here proud as a minister for the state, especially the area that I represent, Labour, because those of you graduating today, if you don't have an employment, will be a plus to the Papua New Guinea employment sector. As echoed by my Deputy Prime Minister, Papua New Guinea is going through economic boom. In fact, the gas project is a very exciting one. Both of us are skipping a very important state meeting today. We are almost in the finalization stage. We are members of the PNG committee, so as we speak here, we are very confident. We are not far off that project. Yesterday, as echoed by Deputy Prime Minister, we delivered a very important paper on the carbon trade. So, people like you be out there. I know many of you, especially working people, there's a big challenge out there because there are a lot of graduate and master's degrees, all sort of degrees coming out. So where else can you go? This is a flexible institution where you can come and upgrade your studies because you're competing with some of those best brains that we have. And there is no better place than IBS to come and upgrade yourself and equally challenge those young graduates coming out. Because there's already a pressure in the workplace today against some of those graduates, against some of our other Papua New Guineans who have not got a necessary qualification, but to work experience are holding on to some of those very senior jobs. They are very shaky today. So I'm challenging other parents out there. If you're looking for an institution, I think this should be the best place to come out. Because we don't have strikes here. And as spoken by, we are discriminating our state institution, but we feel that institutions like this should be strike-free. If there are grievances to be addressed, there are procedures, established procedures where you take it's not for you to go your way, call a strike, and hold our children at ransom, parents at ransom. Because some of you sending the kids here as parents, you have been us on the street. And we don't want to send students to an institution that get disrupted. So as government, we're equally concerned. So we try to invite as many institutions which are free of such disruptions, so our children can get the necessary experience and the qualification, especially the qualification they want. My message to graduating students today, you can do a lot of things with computer. And the rate of crime in computer graduates is very high. I mean, especially the profession of computing, I mean accountancy. Mr. Nari's institution here is not teaching you to steal. That's God-given talent. Don't abuse that. You're getting a tool to equip yourself so you can get promotion, get better pay, and look after your family. Social pressures are there. Don't abuse your job. Loyalty to your employer is very important because without those type of employment, you can't get jobs and be paid. Be punctual. Forget about this issue of Papua New Guinea time. We are in a global environment. There's so many of young graduates like you out there. Attendance is very, very important. Honesty to your employer and yourself. Ask yourself if you're going to somewhere where you're doing the right thing. Because the qualification you're getting out there, you can do anything on a computer there. Opportunities are great. I'll be very ashamed as a leader to learn that former IBS students have used the knowledge they learned in IBS to abuse a system to look after himself or whatever. So please, I'm warning you students, you're getting some qualifications that other Papuans don't have. Use the tools properly. You have a purpose to raise a family, be somebody in Papua New Guinea. So that's a word of caution out there for those graduating students. My department plays a lot of very important role. We address issues of industrial dispute. It's by a very small organization, but all those strikes you have, This is the department that goes out and stops those type of things. So there's industrial harmony. Industrial harmony in the country. We're going through a lot of restructuring. My biggest concern now is with also, what we're talking about today in terms of economic boom.
Governor for East Subic Province will join me this afternoon. Honorable Peter Warari, Director of this institution and staff of this institution, the graduates and the continuing students, parents, the sponsors, and citizens who have joined this morning for the 9th graduation of the Institute of Business Studies in Port Moresby. It is an honor and great privilege for me to be standing in front of this institution to recognize the 18 successful years of this institution in contributing to the human resource development of this country. Whilst I acknowledge the institution's contribution, I would like to also acknowledge Mr. Mick Nader's undivided contribution to this country in being able to provide human resource to this very beautiful country of ours. I can see that the institution is expanding. This only demonstrates, Mr. Nader's, the institution's seriousness of contributing to human resource development in this country. And I can assure Mr. Nader and the institution, like the Deputy Prime Minister has made a commitment on behalf of Somali Timor government, that when the proposal to recognize this institution as a university, as one of the universities in this country, I, as the member of the cabinet of the Somali Timor government, I will fully support this proposal. I thank the Deputy Prime Minister for making a commitment, whilst I join my two colleagues, to commend this institution and to congratulate the 260 graduates. I want to challenge you as well, before you get out there in the competitive workplace and marketplace. This world has become a very small global village. The society in PNG we are living in has become a very small society. Yes, you will be happy today graduating, but tomorrow as you step out to the competitive workplace and marketplace, the competition out there is very hard. You have to prove your best. You have to be innovative. You've got to be smarter than your opponents in order for you to get there in the workplace. And I'm sure graduating out of IBS is an honor. And I'm sure the graduates sitting here are very excited that they are graduating today. For those who are continuing, the challenge will be in the classrooms that you will be in. You will be able to compete with each other. And amongst you, one has to be up there. And your brilliance in being able to absorb what your lecturers are teaching you in class will only excel you to the next level. I'm really proud today of being able to come here to this institution and be a student. I was not a student like you, living out there and coming and studying in this institution. I came and studied in this institution once I was in jail. And it was a different environment for me. But I'm emotional about it because this institution is one of the recognized institutions in this country and also in Australia. And soon it will become a recognized institution in the world. I want to congratulate The staff of this institution, most of them come from other parts of the world, for contributing meaningfully to our students and the students who are coming later. I want to say this: it is not easy, a road to attaining higher education. It needs sacrifice and commitment. And those who sacrifice, especially your parents, who are able to put money together, it is not easy with the tough economic times that we have. The sponsors who are willing to sponsor you, it is not easy for them to make those decisions. You have done the right thing, you have made them proud to be sitting here wearing your gown and telling your sponsors and your parents that I've done you proud. Today, I want to congratulate you all, and I want to congratulate you for doing your best and being able to come out in flying colors. Truly, human resource is an important element in any development of any country, whether it is developed or developing country. You are a part and parcel of the development of this country. Congratulations, the graduates.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational address. Now we move to the important part of the ceremony, and that is the awarding of the certificate. I request the audience to applaud at the completion of awarding of certificates of every program, rather than after every individual. I invite Mr. Ashwin Enoch, Head School of Business, to present the list of candidates for the award of Deakin University Master of Business Administration. I request our Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Pukatemu, to have the honor of awarding the Deakin University Master of Business Administration.
Master of Business Administration, Captain Alois Stormborn. Margaret Obeso. Mr. Kevin Ganiga.
Thank you, sir. I invite Mr. Sadiq Ali, our Deputy Director and Head School of Computing, to present the list of candidates for the award of Southern Cross University Bachelor Degree in Business. I request our Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Pukatemu, to have the honor of awarding the certificate to the graduates.
Bachelor degree in Business Accounting, Mr. Raymond Mel. Bachelor degree in Business, majoring Information Systems, Mr. George Washington.
Thank you, sir. I invite Ms. Eshwin Enoch, Head School of Business, to present the list of candidates to the Director for the conferment of IBS SCU Associate Degree in Business and IBS SCU Diploma in Business.
I submit to the Director the list of successful candidates who have duly completed the academic requirements and approved by the Academic Board for the award of the Associate Degree in Business and Diploma in Business.
I confer the list of successful candidates for the award of the Associate Degree in Business and Diploma in Business as per the powers vested by the Board of Management.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Pukatemu, to have the honor of awarding the Associate Degree in Business and Diploma in Business to the graduate. I invite Mr. Patibang, Acting Head, School of Accounting and Finance, and Ms. Eshwin, Head School of Business, to present their list of candidates for the award of IBS SCU Associate Degree in Business and IBS SCU Diploma in Business.
Associate Degree in Business, Accounting Specialization. Barnabas Kinney. Christopher Matupit. Faye Josephine Abe. Keith Bruno Vaira. Lida Wu. Magaru Riva. Maggie Kawa. Naomi Candino. Oliver Tumufi Kudapalo. Thompson Wandango Allies. In absentia, Rhonda Kabe and Martin Timor.
Diploma in Business, Albert Morea. Jack Snoda. Garby Iwasa. Brian Papa. Elijah Kumbamo. Elmarik. Pen Tembowi. Flora Tandari. Carlosi, Jorapali, Opirit Kaputi, Ellen Lawrence Mawara, Owen Itaute, James Magoya, Jenny Alpai, Judy Rambai, Liam Stanley, Loretta Cairo, Margaret Annie, Matthias Ventana, Salate Doko, Solomon Gali, Stephanie Elali, Risa Pinia, and William Edo Jr. Inem Sincere Benavis Patako, Dennis Menta, Jerry Mingis Kulunga, John Burry, Nora Bokane, and Sherwood Marata. Thank you.
Thank you. I now invite Mr. Sadiq, our Deputy Director and Head School of Computing, to present the list for the conferment of IBS Diploma in Information Technology.
I submit to the Director the list of successful candidates who have duly completed the academic requirements and approved by the academic board for the award of the Diploma in Information Technology.
I confer the list of successful candidates for the award of the Diploma in Information Technology as per the powers vested by the Board of Management.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our special guest, Honorable Governor for East District, Peter Wararu, to have the honor of awarding the Diploma in Information Technology and Australian Computer Society Examination in Information Technology Awards to the graduates. I invite Mr. Sadiq, Deputy Director and Head School of Computing, to present the list of candidates for the award of Diploma in Information Technology and Australian Computer Society Examination in Information Technology.
IBS and Diploma in Information Technology, Alice Kanali. Anna Gagarimo, Bernice Cooper, Godfrey Michael, Georgina Carey, Ivan Gubis, Johnny Lee, Joshua Silman, Lakaran Sivan, Leon Gavi, Lillian Kulor, Mayra Tainati,
Nasan Pukai, Nelson Boniface, Nick Sullivan, Pomat Paulo, Ralph Geneva, Raymond Gunn, Rebecca Pedra, Samson Thomas, Samuel Wanapia, Scott Fighting, Wabuki Awayan, Walter Minja, Benjamin Singaran, Ivan Yapona, Jamin Jamagar, Roger Pinocchio, in absence here, Dogolo Golo, Glenn Kapayagugu, Lydia Ender, Mayri Ferundu, Nisapa Murusali, posting format Tina Border. The ACS Examination Information Technology, Madeline Ikrima. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I invite Mr. Patiban, Acting Head School of Accounting and Finance, to present the list of candidates to the Director for the conferment of Certificate in Accounting, Certificate in Computing, Certificate in Computer Applications, Certificate in Accounting 1, Certificate in Business Practice, and Certificate in Sales Management.
I submit to the Director the list of successful candidates who have duly completed the academic requirements and approved by the academic board for the award of Certificate in Accounting, Certificate in Computing, Certificate in Computer Applications, Certificate in Sales Management, Certificate in Business Practice, Certificate in Accounting 1, and Adult English Program.
I confer the list of successful candidates for the award of the Certificate in Accounting, Certificate in Computing, Certificate in Computer Application, Certificate in Sales Management, Certificate in Business Practice, Certificate in Accounting 1, and Adult English Program as per the powers vested by the Board of Management.
I invite our special guest, Honorable Mr. Mark Michaelford, to have the honor of awarding the certificates to the graduates. I invite Mr. Patiban, Acting Head, School of Accounting and Finance, to present the list of candidates for the Certificate in Accounting, Accounting 1, Business Practice, Sales Management, and Adult English Program.
Before we proceed, I'd like to acknowledge our DIA graduates who are graduated at UPNG today. Congratulations to them. Certificate in Accounting, Adelaide Lucara. Hannah Yabe. Irene Tom. Augustine Kiwai. Eva Silas. Bernard Daniel, Betsiba Lilura, Brenda Vanga, Brian Emilio, Carol Manua, Carol Vela Shepard, Charles Jambarufo, Christian Anere, Christopher James, Leo Baida, Dorothy Vanario, Duncan Bolo, Dua Sampson, Edward Fokana, Elizabeth Eka, Evelyn Pullo, Fabian Biagama, Gaddafi Valisova, Josh Kilanama, Geraha Ilagi, Gibson John, Glenn Pombo, Hai Naimi, Harold Natiera, Helen Iguapulan, Homoka Ray, Hua Ella, Hudson Haya, Iran Mavaniso, Jenlyn James, Janet Wamboli, Jethro Uharu, Joseph Diaz Piniai, Joy Arua, Julie Joseph, Heba Mamana, Ken Simon, Koka Jennifer Aveyape, Lausi Lowo, Lil Lulut, Lokia Agamo, Lokia Moria, Luke Kibe, Marasa Minusu, Margaret Kaya Gavi, Mark Uria, Martha Goyabu, Mary Vanana, Molam Kitimong, Mugam Bala, Murphy Livo, Namis Soli, Nera Dekpin, Noel Kayala, Obamori Miro, Patrick Kaisawa, Paul Keva, Paul Pasi, Rachel Kambli-Jambi, Robin Kituai, Rosa Herman, Rosalind Kamen, Sharon Malatana, Sini Awa, Sunny Jian Ilaru, Tani Vaz, Tracy Yasi, Veronica Pimiasi, Edward Piasso, Joel Ure, Patricia Tayari, Solomon Jasper, in absentia, Alphonse Salulen, Andrew Maino, Ann Calap, Anton Wama, Ben Walulan, Benjamin Gaurana, Betty Babaga, Bhavana Mau, Dominic Sayari, Dorika Gamona, Josh Ayef, Gihino Thompson, July Bitu, Kathleen Vaninara, Gay Megol, Kenata Emogol, Kungu Nana, Marilyn Sakaro, Michael Masule, Mina Ligiman, Mirao Robert, Muru Igato, Nelly Kondan, Osue Awagi, Patrick Vavaki, Phineas Hausi, Rachel Talbot, Rose Siliguya, Samson Jack, Tiano Gahari, Tibaru Avaito, Tony Yako, Billy Boy, Vinny Mavara, and Yatomo Vine. Certificate in Accounting 1, Stanley Keko. Certificate in Business Practice, Igoa Ivi, James Karakuru, Jafet Ulanamini, Loa Baru, Marasa Minusu, Molon Kitimong, Nancy Aragu, Rose Bernard, Keru Sibona, Maria George. In absentia, Ule Monai Kanaki, Kimi Icy, Emmanuel Maso. A certificate in sales management. Benjamin Haivata, Helen Lady, January Malana, Lawrence Stipa, Pepia Mina. In absentia, Donald Nala, James Miles, Kevo Ata, Mayako Leo Mongu, Priscilla Vovola. Adult English program. In absentia, Andrian Peduro, Augustine Yang Kim, Kyan Mainit, Marika Taco, Monica Yu.
Thank you. I invite our special guest, Honorable Mr. Belden Nama, to have the honor of awarding the certificates to the graduates. I invite Mr. Sadiq Ali, our Deputy Director and Head School of Computing, to present the list of candidates for the Certificate in Computing and Certificate in Computing Applications Award.
Certificate in Computing, Agnes Beck, Aaron Basaro, Billy Lalovi, Krishna Goya, Christopher Akiki, Colin Koyati, Dago Obapa, Yeri Navi, Evangela Paul, Fred Malaga, Gertrude Banana, Gibson Begama, Jan Ben, Wilson Goya, Viato Savasi, Jenny Jarek, Joseph Abaisa, Joseph Piniai,
Karen Moses, Kenny Lydia, Lillian Warren, Rina Tuyabi, Lauren Asabuna, Metrin William, Maggie Lagari, Malakai Simon, Manaka Glow, Mason Justin, Melita Valen, Marilyn Murray, Naomi Paco, Nigel Kawu, Nola Thomas, Now Paula, Patricia Yalporo, Paul Jacob, Kopiwo Saga, Ray Moni, Riley Kurai, Robert Amoniso, Rogers Wagi, Romel Wagi, Robbie Lowland, Sharon Nihir, Spencer Kova, Ted Powell, Thomas Andrew, Vaiki Vani, Jadutan Barnabas, Susan Vareva. In absence here, Alan William, Alan Danga, Arinamo Lagari, Carlos Jagiri, Casper Agustin, Charlie Freddy, Donald Rabon, Doreen Coboy, Giordano Tugu, Glency Moini, Grace Amirano, Greg Malama, Haitharaping, John Bedo, Joseph Mogi, Joseph Sakadini, Josephine Sika, Julie Nava, Justin William, Kapunias Nasin, Kolohi Hakina, Mobara Barugo, Now Yuni, P.V. Swalak, Rachel Sioman, Raka I.P., Rebecca Francis, Regina Nari, Regina Sabo, Renat Moripi, Ruli Kari, Sharon Tuarewai, Stella Eki, Timo Pipo, Thomas Kua, Tonga Yasira, Vavani Magaru, Varijani. Certificate and coupled applications. Armatin Kahipi, Adili Rai, Chauka Kailo, David Guaro, Yasmin Meano, Greg Malama, Gui Gaina, Pune Juma, Robin Kitoy, Shauti Kitori, Tenson Ponson, Menna Aisi, in absentia, Albert Martin, Anthony Parao, Bobby Kanga, Felix Mavi, Brett Marpuno, Kilaroni, Lawrence Jonathan, Lucy Kumi, Naomi Kailova, Nigani Kosisam, Railin Kerai, Stephen Flu, Franz Monga, Teresa Vinay, Bhavani Matalu. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we're moving to the next agenda, presentation of the Best Performance and Special Awards. I request Honorable Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Pukatemu to have the honor of presenting the Special and Best Performance Award in Bachelor of Business. Raymond Bell. Thank you, sir. I request Mr. London Tareka, Vice President of the Papua New Guinea Computer Society, to have the honor of presenting the Special and Best Performance Award in Bachelor of Business Information Systems. Bachelor of Business Information Systems, George Wasnikon. Thank you, sir. I request Governor for East Sepik, Honorable Peter Wararu, to have the honor of presenting the Special and Best Performance Award in the Associate Degree in Business and Diploma in Business. Associate Degree in Business, Best Performance Award. Accounting Specialization, Lida Zhu. Diploma in Business, Best Performance Award. First place, Margaret Army. Second place, Albert Moria. Third place, Charles Nodder. Thank you, sir. I request the Minister for Forestry, Honorable Belden Nama, to have the honor of presenting the Best Performance Awards in Diploma in Business individual units. Learning and Communication, Albert Moria and Joshua Puaria. Introduction to Business Law of Papua New Guinea, Albert Moria and Helen Susie Hawara. Quantitative Analysis for Business, Albert Moria. Managing Organization in a Global Context, Cecil Natera. Economics, Margaret Arney. Ethics and Sustainability, also Margaret Arney. Marketing Principles, Charles Nodda. Financial Information for Decision Making, Kosi Korean. Thank you, sir. I now request the Managing Director for Remington Technologies, Mr. Ken Harvey, to have the honor of presenting the Best Performance Awards in IBS and Australian Computer Society Diploma in Information Technology. First place, Madeline Ikirima. Diploma in Information Technology Best Performance Award. First place, Ivan Gubis. Second place, Lakatan Stephen. Third place, Raymond Carr. Thank you, sir. I now request Honorable Mark Maikakai to have the honor of presenting the Best Performance Awards in Certificate in Accounting. First place, Suni Jean Ilaru. Second place, Carol Vela Chapek. Third place, Joel Ure. I now request Hubert Kikura from Kikura Lawyers to have the honor of presenting the Best Performance Awards in Certificate in Computing. First place, Romel Vargas. Second place, Agnes Diab. Third place, Daga Omar. Thank you, sir. Now we are moving to the next agenda, presentation of international awards. I invite our director, Mr. Mick Nadas, to have the honor of presenting the international award in the Australian Computer Society examination. I now request Mr. Sadiq, Deputy Director and Head School of Computing, to present the list of international rank holders.
One top woman, second international rank in computer organization. Elizabeth Sokan, third international rank in computer communications. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The next part of the program is the graduate's response. I now invite Mr. Raymond Mel, a graduate of the Southern Cross University Bachelor of Business degree in Accounting, to respond.
Thank you, Mistress of Ceremony. Honorable Dr. Pugatema, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands, Fiscal Planning and Planning. Honorable Marjakai, Minister for Labour and Industry and Relations. Honorable Belen Lama, Minister for Forest. And Governor of East Sepik, Mr. Pirawaro. Mr. Mick Nadas, Director, Institute of Business Studies. Mr. Ali Sadiq, Deputy Director, Institute of Business Studies. Sponsors, parents, invited guests, fellow graduates, continuing students, and ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to present this graduate's response speech on behalf of the graduating students. Firstly and foremost, I thank our Lord, our Heavenly Father, for ensuring that this day is a success in my life. I thank the Lord because I have left school about more than 20 years ago, and I never thought I would ever get a degree in my life. I thank the Lord for that. I must also acknowledge and thank the Institute of Business Studies with its flexible policies on new student intakes, which has made it possible for me to achieve this degree. Not just a degree, but one that is issued by the Southern Cross University, Lismore, New South Wales, Sydney, which is recognized in Australia and anywhere else in the world. Most of you may think that education is for young people alone. I tell you that's not true. Education is a long way, and there is so much to learn in education. And education, just one person cannot learn all part of education. Education is meant for life. You can study for life. After I have that feelings that I was in a situations where I had all the good things in life, but after seeing back and comparing myself with others, I missed one thing in life, and that was a degree. after being out of school for 19 years, not having a degree. And when I resigned from my job and staying out of job after 42 years, I realized that a degree was the most important thing in my life to gain a job again. My ambition to achieve this degree had not been very easy, mostly encountered by family obligations and other factors in life. Further still, securing sponsorship has been a major problem in my life, in my life, because I was a parent and there was no other assistance I could refer to for help. I therefore strongly appeal to the policy makers of this country to recognize educational institutions as IBS and who are instrumental in providing quality education. This institution and others who have common policies and goals are in dire need of government subsidies or sponsorships. These institutions should not be recognized as private schools, as in the case of IEA, International Education Agencies, where the bulk of the students are attending are from elite and wealthy families. IBS is offering places for unfortunate students who cannot get any placings in government-sponsored institutions and colleges. If there are any policies on equal opportunities, where is the implementation part as far as education is concerned? I must say, frankly, that it is absolutely unfair on me and my fellow graduates here, especially those who have self-sponsored to achieve their degrees now. At the end of the day, no matter where graduating students achieve their degrees, our common objective is to utilize our skills and knowledges gained to pursue achievement of national goals. Graduating students who are fortunate to secure sponsorship now fulfill objectives of their sponsors, and you are most likely to be rewarded for your achievements. Others who have been sponsored by parents have made your parents proud today for their tireless efforts to see you achieving this. Your achievement has paid off well. And those who have self-sponsored, your personal ambitions have worked hard, has brought you this far. I urge you to keep going, my fellow graduates and continuing students. And to the continuing students, I wish you every success in your studies. I also take this opportunity on behalf of the graduating students to thank the Director of the Institute of Business Studies, Mr. McNuggets, for his role in ensuring that this institution with its objectives to provide quality education is functioning effectively year after year. In my last 6 years with this institution, I have seen many changes, many new changes, both academically and administratively. Thank you, Mr. Lennox. I must also thank the teaching staff for this dedicated commitment for providing quality education and lectures. The following staff need to be The following staff have been around since I have enrolled with this institution in 2002, and who have taught me more than one subject during the term of my studies with IBS. Mr. Ali Sadiq, Ms. Eswin Enoch, and Ms. Margaret, and also not forgetting Mr. Stephen Carroll. I also thank Dr. Kutpudin, Mr. Polyban, and Ms. Anita, and the rest of the teaching staff for your great and wonderful efforts. My appreciation also goes to Bonnie Notice, Ellen, Ashley Rifu, and the rest of the administrative staff for your prompt and helpful assistance given in response to our queries. And finally, a word of encouragement to our fellow graduates of 2008 ninth graduation of the Institute of Business Studies. This achievement marks the end of one chapter in your life, and another awaits you in your journey through your life. You may continue to study, seek employment, or whatever you decide next. Let's all expose our honesty, be impartial, and focus on a path that leads to achievement of common national goals. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Mel. I'd now like to invite Mr. Daniel Bitty of CPA PNG to come up and say a few words and also to award the CPA PNG Excellence Award.
Thank you very much. Basically, I represent the Certified Practicing Accountants of Papua New Guinea, where you graduates here today in accounting and business, and in fact IT as well, will become members of this premier accounting professional body in the country. CPA PNG has a long association with IBS back in its formation. And on behalf of the National Council and the 2,200 members of CPA PNG, we give awards to the best academic student in a year. And this year's award for the CPA PNG Excellence Award goes to Raymond Mel.
Now the last part of the program is our vote of thanks. I'd like to make a special mention of thanks to the following people. To the chief guests, special guests, invited guests, in spite of your busy schedules, thank you for accepting our invitation to be our guests for the 9th IBS graduation ceremony. To the sponsors, thank you for accepting our invitation to witness and share the joy with your sponsored students who have successfully completed their individual courses in flying colors. Staff and management of IBS, thank you for your hard work in planning, organizing, and taking a major lead in organizing a successful graduation which everyone will remember. To Southern Cross University in Australia, Deakin University in Australia, Australian Computer Society, and University of Papua New Guinea, thank you for your assistance. To the media, thank you for accepting our invitation to cover the 9th IBS graduation ceremony. To the Southern Highlands Lake Kopiago Sing Sing Group, thank you for accepting our invitation to lead a colourful procession. To the well-wishers, we thank you for your presence and your continuous support. And lastly but not the least, thank you graduates for your attendance, and I'm sure you will treasure the joyful memories of today. For those of whom we did not mention and have assisted us in making this day a huge success, we also extend our appreciation to you all. Now I invite the director to close the graduation.
I declare the 9th graduation ceremony of the Institute of Business Studies now closed.
Please all rise and let the procession march out.